Alright guys, I am Misty and this is Dinner on a Dime, and today's video is going to revolve around the top 10 pantry items that you can store that have basically an indefinite shelf life. Okay, so even in 2025, we can still stock ahead, we can still be prepared, and we can do it in a way where we're stocking items that we can use for long-term food storage. So I've got 10 items here. We're going to start with number one is white rice. So white rice will last approximately 25 to 30 years if stored correctly. I store mine in a food grade bucket with a sealed lid on it, and I only take that lid off to take out a small amount of rice that I will then store into like a air sealed container that I keep in the pantry. So remember on this one, the important thing here is remember to avoid brown rice. The reason for that is it has different oils in it and it is going to spoil. It is not going to last as long. It will go rancid and you will not be able to eat it 25 to 30 years down the road like you will your standard white rice. Okay, number two, dried beans. They last for an indefinite period of time. Sorry, if I keep looking over there, that's because that's where our shop is. And I can hear what my husband's working on in there. But they last indefinitely. So if they're older, it's fine. Just soak them and cook them longer, okay? They are going to soften up. They are going to be great. Don't worry about it. Just remember, give them a little more time, okay? Number three, honey. Honey never spoils. Honey can crystallize. It can look like it's kind of gone bad, right? But it really hasn't. So all you have to do is soak it in some warm water, not hot, but warm water. It will return to its normal natural state. So they have actually found honey samples that are very, 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 very old in the timeline of humanity. Those honey samples are still good to this day. And so don't worry about it. Your honey is not going to go bad in your pantry. Number four is salt. We're talking about non-iodized salt, okay? Non-iodized salt has an indefinite shelf life. It's good for seasoning and it's good as a preservative. And it's also good for medical purposes, right? Like I have learned with this dental work that I've had going on that the salt is good for a warm saltwater bath that you can do to swish around your mouth and spit, and it helps encourage the healing process. And so that's something I've learned recently because I never understood why older generations did saltwater gargles, but now I understand. Okay, number five is sugar. Your white, brown, and powdered sugars will all last indefinitely. And the best part here is you can literally just store white sugar because you can make brown sugar by adding molasses. You can make powdered sugar by blending your white sugar, but they're all indefinite shelf life. So they can harden over time, but there are tricks and tips. I was going to mix those up. Tricks and tips that you can do to soften it again. I've seen people that put like the heel of the bread into it to soften it. I have seen people that will heat it in the microwave a little while to soften it. There are different ways that you can soften that, and it is still good. It has not gone bad just because it's hardened up. Okay, number six, pure vanilla extract. It has an indefinite shelf life because it is alcohol based. So it is going to last you for a very long time. Now, what I will focus on here is do not get imitation vanilla and expect that it is going to last. Imitation vanilla is not the same. It is not the alcohol based vanilla, and it is not going to have an indefinite shelf life, so it will go bad on you. All right, number seven, cornstarch. Cornstarch is your thickening agent, and it has an indefinite shelf life. It is stored in a sealed, moist-free environment. Okay, that's the big thing. You can't have it loosey-goosey in the pantry, if you will. So if you're going to open it, then make sure you're going to store it in a sealed, moisture-free container in order to keep that indefinite shelf life of the item. Number eight, instant coffee. Instant coffee can last for decades, and literally all you have to do is add water and boom, you've got coffee. Okay, instant coffee is also used in a lot of cooking recipes, so it's not a bad thing to have some instant coffee on hand. I love my Keurig, but if it ever goes down, I don't have any instant coffee in my house, and I'm going to be real sad by about the third day I have to go to work with no coffee. I might even be tempted to swing into Starbucks at that point, not gonna lie. Number nine, powdered milk. It can last 25 plus years in your pantry if stored correctly. Now, powdered milk would be a little rough to just start drinking. Okay, would not be my choice to go that route. I do have the shelf stable milks that you can get at like Dollar Tree. I keep a supply of those on hand in my pantry, but I do have some powdered milk just for if I was to get down to that, and that's the only option that I had. But I would use that in like baking recipes or in cooking recipes. I would not use it as something to drink, okay? It would take you introducing that to your family over a certain period of time before they would really get to where they would want to drink powdered milk, okay? Number 10 is baking soda. Baking soda has an indefinite shelf life. You can use it to clean, you can use it to deodorize, you can use it to bake. It's got lots of great purposes. The thing on this one to remember is we are talking about baking soda. We are not talking about baking powder. So if you get baking powder, it's going to expire. Don't stock up on a bunch of baking powder and expect that it's going to last a long time. Baking soda, I have like a 5-pound bag of baking soda in my pantry. Okay, we're good. If I bought a 5-pound bag of baking powder, it's going to expire on me in a heartbeat, and I'm not going to have time to use it. Okay, so you have to be careful. Baking soda versus baking powder. We are talking about baking soda has that indefinite shelf life. Okay, so that is the 10 items I have for you that you can start stocking up on for your longer term pantry, and you don't have to worry about the shelf life of these items. They are going to last you for the long term, okay? So I hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell so you get notified when more videos post, and I will be back. We're cooking, we're buying groceries, and we're going over ways to save money. Guys, that's where it's at in 2025, okay? How do we feed our families on a lower budget? How do we provide them good, healthy meals on a lower budget? How do we keep fun meals coming in 2025, right? Instead of just the same boring thing over and over again. I hope you're finding that here on this channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye.